talking, we should listen. That is something extremely important coming from what I was talking about was Illuminati Gods, and I did not notice my stream crashed. Again, I was talking about ways to stop crashing, too. Instead, like glue coding to delay codes instead of crash codes. Never crash codes, because the only thing that will turn the stream off is turning the stream off. The one button, the only gear. That is, stop streaming. Otherwise, revert to delay codes. Delay codes will revert to better encryption, better quality, instead of the other way around. That's really the goal of the future, right? But I wanted to talk about the Illuminati Gods. I wanted to talk about, if you think this is hell, if you think Earth is hell, well, there is two-dimensional vessel realms. You can be cursed into a two-dimensional state of being. And that does not necessarily mean hell either, though. Because there are Illuminati gods from pre-Egyptian era. And they're not necessarily beginning of like three-dimensional space, but that's where they started, some of them. And that's relative to their consciousness. Their vessel is two-dimensional. I know it sounds crazy. Some of them were depicted, I connected the dots, depicted that they were channeled into the Egyptians' minds through telepathy. And the Egyptians were kind of trying to draw some of them, or channel some of them in. And there was deep beliefs in this, and I seen it. I felt it to be real. I know it to be real. And I never really talk about this because it's like touchy subject. It's their realm, you know. I am a two-dimensional god. They made me a two-dimensional god. I'm invisible. I'm a cloud in their realm. I'm an invisible cloud. Invisible cloud, by the way. Not a cloud, an invisible cloud. I circle around the two-dimensional realm that they made, and I just kind of chill there and do nothing. And it's one of the infinite redundancies of immortality that I was gifted so far in this life. Which is pretty cool. Somebody just said me too. That's fucking ballin'. That is so cool. There is a lot of two-dimensional gods that are in that realm. And it's like 2D is a positive thing because they have ideaplex, they still have feelings, they still have add-ons, they still have all this other stuff. It's not just like a lower realm. It can be a lower realm used for torturing souls that think that there's no worse hell. They're like, oh, well, I'm already in hell, fuck it, you know, I'm just be evil and fuck it, YOLO. Okay. You gonna wish you didn't believe in that stuff. You gonna learn eventually. It happens. So the other thing is, some of these master Illuminati two-dimensional beings I'm pretty sure it was the Elite 8, I want to call it. And I've been calling myself the 9th. I'm not even kidding. I feel like I've earned it. I've been under so much like attack and training and like to see if I would break, and I feel like I've earned it. If I haven't earned it, well, ain't nobody gonna tell me but me, right? I guess. I don't really know. I heard there's 10 already too, because I've been on an evangelist mission. I don't know who the 10th is. Hell if I know. And that has nothing to do with like elitism or anything like that. That just has to do with like I got invited to the party, yo, the 2D party, because other people are thinking about other ways up. When sometimes you gotta be thinking of down, a good thing too. Instead, and I've been putting my mind space in a lot of different ideas like that, upper spatial positives and lower spatial positives, and just being present in the moment allows this, because the moment is where you generate the most amount of thought, and where others generate the most amount of thought. And if you can start reading idea plexes, you're gonna be pretty woke really quick, because people can think in universes per second. I have met a group of maybe 10 conscious entities that were like 50 million years old, I would say. Like, that's probably their lowest age. You know, like, if that age is even to be a reality, because, like, age is not even, like, a thing when you're, like, in this relative space. Like, they're not in Earth logic. You can't just say Earth years and then be like, 50 million! That doesn't make any sense. This is just a random minimum extrapolation for you to try and understand what I'm talking about. And they enhanced my clarity so high, I've never had clarity higher in my entire life yet. They enhanced my clarity so high, they showed me 8,500 years of pre-computed experience bubbles with every single potential option that I will perceive. And I'm talking about murder-free, death-free, poison-free, all kinds of shit. All kinds of weird stuff. Like, I'm talking about scalar heavens. Like 8,500 years of pre-computed heaven realm. And my clarity was so high, I was in those. And I knew everything about it in that moment. I was like, it was like Chuck, the second episode of Chuck, when he puts that thumb drive in and reads that email. And it's like, bam! He's a super spy instantly from an average Joe. That was exactly what happened to me. They enhanced my clarity that high. And it just woke me up. Woke me up big time. Like, they weren't playing games. They were talking about every photon possibly perceived. And I'm going to different dimensions. I'm not staying in 3 spatial dimensions or 4 spatial dimensions, meaning like superposition, multiverse kind of stuff. I'm going higher after this. I'm going into this, like, Earth realm is 1% or less source code than my afterlife. My afterlife has already been chosen, because I said super advanced bio-integrated alien civ that has resim and whitelist and peace and love and super advanced gaming. Well, I've already rooted into that. That is my root consciousness fallback. That'll happen in like 49, 50 years. So they say. And that's just exit codes. Root consciousness exit codes. Now let me talk to you about that. That is something you earn. You know, that's something, like, when you believe in this kind of stuff and you want to be in those kind of places with those kind of people doing the things that they do, that's what you earn. And that just nines forever. That's the next place of how big in relativity. Like if you were to put percentages, like this is this percentage and that is that percentage, it is not even close. The source code differences are insane. I was in the body already too this life. I avatared, and it sounds crazy, but I had bioluminescence, and I could write in bioluminescence. I could use that as another language. I already have empathy. I have idea. I have ideaplex. That's kind of the same thing as idea, but ideaplex is like extremely advanced idea, like super high clarity stuff. And then I had narrative, and I have multi-idea, multi-narrative, and multi-empathy, right? I have all of these things. All of these things are constantly going on. I'm always speaking